You a new salvager? Or one of those Kunda cantina rats coming here to complain?
Here... I
We
guess.
need another one. Look around this camp. We got the salvaging more than covered. I'm gonna give you some advice. Turn back. There's nothing you're gonna find. I've been here the longest, and I'll be here last. I buy Jedi salvage from the ruins. Slow business now, but I get by.
What do you got?
Sometimes I sell them to visitors like yourself. Besides, that's none of your flaming business. You should have let me know you're a customer instead of letting me think you're some disease-ridden salvager. Let me show you what I've got.
Get Jedi robes, blue. You got blue. You don't have silver though. Yeah, let me see if it works. If not, I'll be a little upset. But I guess it doesn't matter though, because we still get a crystal out of it.
You a new salvager? Oh, is that so? I'm gonna give you... I've been here the long... Sometimes You should have let me know.
Oh, stuff to change. Interesting. So, can I make her spawn a silver crystal, please? I want a silver one, 'cause those are the cool ones.
You a new salv... Oh, is that so? I'm gonna give you... I've been here the long... Sometimes You should have let me know.
There we go. She has no Jedi robes, though. Alright, I have a plan. We'll have a slot that we'll return to if we can't make her spawn robes and a silver crystal. So let's just see what we can do here.
You a new salvage? Oh, is that so? I'm gonna give you some...
You do around here.
Sometimes
you have
let me know.
Jedi robes with no silver. Is that the trade-off? One has if she has robes and no silver. If she has silver and then no robes.
You a new sal... Oh, is that so? I'm gonna give you... Because and while you look dirty...
Oh shit, that was new dialogue. Oops.
I've been here the long... Sometimes I sell... You should have let me know.
Don't make it easy, do you? What's the spawn rate on the silver crystals? Is it really low? Is that the issue here?
You a new sal... Oh, is that so? I'm gonna give you... I've been here the...
Blah blah blah. What do you sell to? What do you sell?
Let me know.
God, this is like a real pain in the ass, ain't it? I just want a silver crystal, that's all I want.
You a new sal... Oh, is that so? I'm gonna give you some... I've been here the... Sometimes You should have let me know you're...
Still no silver. You really don't want to give it... Well, I mean, they already gave it to me, but still, like, spawn it, please. And the robes.
You a new salvager? Oh, is that so? You're no mercenary. I'm gonna give you some advice. I've been here the... Sometimes You should have let me know.
Oh, come on. Why do you gotta be so difficult, game? Just give me what I want.
You a new salv... Oh, is that so? I'm gonna give you some... I've been here the... Sometimes You should have let me know.
This was on PC to spawn a silver crystal in, but We're not doing it on PC, we're doing it on console.
You a new salvage? Oh, is that so? I'm gonna give you some... I've been here. Sometimes you should have let me...
I mean, it's kind of working, it's not working well enough. We're clearly making her inventory reset, but... I want what I want.
You a new salvage? Oh, is that so? I'm gonna give you some... I've been here. Sometimes you should have let me...
Alright, we're just gonna cut out. We're just gonna skip ahead to when I get what I want. So I'll see you guys in a little bit once we've finished. We've get this to work right. So as it would turn out, we got lucky with finding one on our first try or on our second try. So
Something up?
we're not gonna keep trying to milk it.
What did you want to know?
Believe me, I tried a good couple of times and it did not work. So we're just not gonna do it.
Oh, a visitor comes to our delightful salvager camp. We are honored. Do you come bringing your credits and curiosity? A civilized person with manners. Very rare in this part of the galaxy. I am most honored to meet you. If I may, a question I pose to you, traveler. Do you wish to buy one of the most elusive of all Jedi artifacts? A powerful Jedi holocron? You flatter me, traveler. It was a good
I remember
day
this
when I
guy.
found this
What he
holocron.
has doesn't work.
But you are lucky, for I will sell it to you for a low price. I ask a mere 1,000 credits for this rare find. This is not a matter of negotiation. You should buy it quickly before others come. I assure you it isn't. I will show it to you presently. As you can see, it is in fine shape. A real bargain at a mere 1,000 credits. A discerning question. The reason
I
is
swear to
simple.
God, this thing
The
does not
market
work
buyers
right.
is limited on Dantooine. If I were on Coruscant, I could make a fortune with this. My dilemma is I lack the funds to travel, so I cannot reach a better market, so my price is reduced. But you travel. Surely you could find a Jedi buyer.
We'll look into that later on. For now, let's head back to the ship. We're done. We're done here for now. I guess they removed the fast travel option, didn't they? Or the return to ship button. Oh my god, god damn it.
I will silence this one.
More where that came from.
There I go. I knew they poisoned you.
I hear you.
Yes.
Don't come for me, don't come for me, don't come for me. Thank you. Return to my ship, please. Now, why would they take away the return to ship button? That's a little bit annoying. That button was useful. Alright, we're done here for now. I guess I got what I wanted. We're gonna go to Onderon now, because that's actually where I prefer starting the game at. It is my preferred starting location, so that's where we're gonna go. We'll save Korriban for last. Oh yeah, there's a fight here now. Forgot about that. It's the part we have to go and fight Visas now. Cup lightsaber. Would have been really bad if I hit load instead of save, wouldn't it? Oh, that did some damage. Come on, stasis work. There we go. Now I can hit her. Maybe. There we go.
My lightsaber. I've destroyed it. I yield, Master. It is as I heard through the Force. My life for yours.
Yeah, I'm not gonna kill you.
The alternative is only another death. And I would rather die by your hands. I have nothing to offer you. Your strength is superior.
You have your abilities to offer me.
It is as I felt.
You clearly have force abilities, so I can make use of you.
Now I've seen everything. This woman, she's a Miraluka. I didn't think any were left in this part of the galaxy.
I heard they had a colony on the Midrim, almost halfway between Onderon and Dantooine. Then, it wasn't there anymore. The whole planet was wiped out. Nothing left alive. No one knows why.
Oh, I know why. Nihilist.
Well, some of her wounds are pretty bad. Looks like she was already carrying her share of scars, though. I think she'll recover, yeah.
What, you just moved over there now? Let's go talk to her. She's part of our crew now.
My life for yours. I am able to serve. If we enter battle, I will fight and die alongside you. I have not heard that question in some time. My flesh is healed, if that's the answer you seek. The scars are many and the causes equally so.
You gotta be nice to her. We gotta redeem her because she's kind of fucked.
I felt you, heard you through the Force. It was like a sound at the edge of hearing. And when I heard it, I found I could not ignore it.
And who sent
I
you
serve
after
my
me?
master. I am an emissary, a scout.
And
My
who's your
was
master?
aware of a disturbance in the Force, but was unaware of its nature, of you. The disturbance is not something one feels from a living thing. There is little my master does not know, and that you eluded his sight for so long is significant. But I do not know why. You cannot. His vessel roams the borders of known space, and even I do not know where he travels. Until he calls for me. Even if I could lead you to my master, I cannot permit you to find him until you are ready.
Yeah, that Nihilus joke is Nihilus fights is no joke.
Before my master,
Nihilus
without
fights
your
back.
potential realized, then you will be lost to me, and I cannot allow that to happen. It would be as if one brought fire to a paradise valley, shattered a cavern of rare crystal, or blinded a painter. I cannot, I will not. I would die first, and gladly, to preserve you, untouched, unharmed. Now that I have found
Why do you like me so much?
I cannot sacrifice what I have found. You will meet my master. It is inevitable. I have seen it. And when you stand before him and realize what you face, you must be prepared. Until then, I must protect you, help you, until you are ready. There's a greatness in you. A greatness that does not stem from the Force. It stems from who you are. And if my master does not understand you, cannot see you, then perhaps there is hope for us all. But if you seek to survive, then you must understand why this is so. There is much I see my master cannot.
Nihilus is
I
a
fear it
bit
is because of
different.
my
I don't think he
nature.
can feel,
The nature of my race. My people spend their lives seeing
he
galaxies,
feels
the
differently.
energy streaming off stars, the growth of life, all things touched by the Force. It is not a subject which I have spoken of since its destruction. It was not a thing done with machines or weapons. The Force is far more terrible.
Oh yeah,
And it
Nihilus.
touches more lives than any
Probably one
machine
of
can
the
hope
stronger
to slay.
Sith Lords
For everyone
in
that
all
feels
Star
the
Wars, I
Force,
believe.
strongly, deeply. Each one feels and perceives it in their own way. You have strengths, whether you know it or not. And my master has his. His power is great, and it comes from hunger. He is a wound in the Force, more presence than flesh. And in his wake, life dies, sacrificing itself to his hunger. And those who feel the Force strongly are beacons to his hunger. My people, my planet, would have been attacked in time. It was inevitable. Yet we could do nothing about it. The Jedi, the last council of the Jedi, came to our
Oh, so
world
they
to meet in
they really
secret.
fucked over your planet, huh?
They hoped that perhaps among our people, they could achieve the clarity to see what was striking them from the darkness of the galaxy. They succeeded, but only in bringing him from the outer regions. And KotOR, with my kind, with the Jedi upon its surface,
Yeah, he's ringing the dinner bell for
no
him.
longer be ignored. And my people died, and the Jedi died, and there was no one left, only me. They hoped to see the threat that had been stalking them, and they did. But they were unprepared for the magnitude of the threat. He cannot deny his hunger for long, and any gathering of Jedi is something he cannot long resist. And now that the Jedi are vanishing, I do not know what will happen. Perhaps he will grow strong enough to eradicate all life, merely with his presence. I will answer what I can, but my answers may prove useless to you.
I mean, they provide recording time.
It is not a sub...
Never mind, I already asked that.
I've heard tales of Malachor.
That's new dialogue,
He
actually.
said that many of my people felt the end of the Mandalorian Wars from across the galaxy. But do not mistake me. I did not mean to draw comparisons between KotOR and Malachor. My homeworld still exists. It is intact. I am not certain I did. I was there when the planet died. To see everything around you extinguished. It was as if I was blinded. It was as if the Force had been bled from the world. I imagine there are worse deaths, worse pain. But if there are, I do not know them. I was the only living thing remaining on the planet of KotOR. And my life, my agony, was a flicker in the darkness that was the planet. All that I had been.
I don't remember why
connected to
Nihilus
had
took
been
her, though.
severed. I still wonder what would have happened if I had died with the others. If perhaps there would have been some way to hide my presence from the galaxy. If only I had not felt that pain, that loss, as strongly as I did. But it could not be done. When the life was bled from the planet, and yet somehow I remained. My master came for me. He walked upon the surface of my dead world, and there, lying in the bodies of my race, he took me for his own, and he made me see. And for the first time I saw the galaxy, and I wished to die. To this galaxy, my world, absent the currents and spectrums of the Force, was nothing but crude matter, rock, flesh.
He really fucked her up, huh?
Emptiness. He showed the flickering of life on other planets. The mass of beings that swarm through the empty places of the galaxy. To see such creatures, disconnected from themselves, their world, their place in it, unable to see the currents and how they affected everything around them. He showed me to make me believe in his cause.
What cause? He just wants to eat everything.
All life must die. He fed upon its ugliness, its screaming, and in its place, he left silence. And where there was chaos, he brought stillness and order.
Okay, new questions.
I'm not familiar with the place you speak of. My master has not entered Republic space for some time, but there are others who may move more freely, who may have been responsible for such an act of destruction. There are many factions within the Sith, all seeking to take what little remains in the wake of the Jedi Civil War. Where one moves, it is not always known to the others. But their purpose is the same: the death of all Jedi, everywhere. They believe you are the last of the Jedi, and their hatred of the Jedi unites them. All their eyes are upon you, and it is a terrible...
All eyes on me.
...that pursues you. I will answer what I can. My people once had the power to perceive events, to see through the Force. That sight may manifest itself in many ways, and at times, I may affect the abilities of others to see as well. My sight has been damaged. What I have taught you, it is not the full extent of the perceptions of my
Well, you
people.
you haven't taught me anything yet.
My master, when he showed me my world, showed it to me as it is. It hurt. And since that moment, it has been difficult to perceive the Force as I once did. But after traveling with you, I feel that perhaps there was a gift in it, hidden beneath the pain. Only when one suffers do certain...
You've been traveling with me. We haven't gone anywhere yet. You just joined.
Both of the galaxy and of the self. And I feel you are an example of this. I will answer what I can. Forgive me, but before you go, I must ask. Why do you do this? Why do you seek to help me? Teach me.
Be saved. Yeah, because I believe you can be
You
saved.
must not do this.
It's the way of the
I
Jedi.
cannot allow you to weaken yourself for me. So you say. But it is not something I have observed or seen. I remember little of my homeworld before I entered my master's service. It is not as it was. There is little left of such memories. Or the planet itself.
Okay, yeah, I must go now.
Very well. Perhaps we shall speak more of this at another time. But know this. I cannot allow you to weaken yourself for me.
On the bright side, we're one part away from repairing from building a new lightsaber. Making progress there.
You have befriended the seer. Her species does not see as we do. They perceive the galaxy through the Force, and it is how she found you. It is a rare gift squandered on her people. The Sith
Squandered.
carry the battle to you, and you spare them. And as we travel, the empty places of this ship are filled. I hope your thoughts in this matter are clear. If you take her on as a servant, know that the Sith meet their end at the hands of their apprentices. It is
I'm
not
not taking
something
her to
we
be.
wish to
I mean, I don't know. I guess
This
I'm
one
kind of
you
training
have
her.
saved has other masters. Though blind, she has ties to darkness. Her presence here is a threat to us, to you. Do not underestimate her, or her loyalty. Then you are learning. Did he? And what do you make of that?
Seems strange. The Fourth World was obliterated.
You are right to trust your instincts. Something is wrong. It is only a matter of discovering what and why. If your instincts lead you to an answer, seek me out. Perhaps we will discuss more. Ask, and I will answer.
What do you know of him?
If he can truly be called a man any longer.
You know enough about him, huh?
Lords that pursues you. I do not think he knows what you are. Not yet. He spared the Miraluka, and that may have been the last shred of feeling that exists within him. Keep his slave close to you. I suspect there was a reason he spared her, and perhaps a reason that she survived when the rest of her people and the Jedi did not. One cannot have power of that magnitude that her master possesses and still think and perceive the universe as we do, as most of us do. I had hoped that you would not have to confront him, but her presence here has changed all that. You will have to meet him in battle.
Yeah, and that battle's a pain in the ass.
The blinded one. Perhaps her death will buy you the time you need to deal with her master. It is a technique that is almost as old as the Sith themselves. It is a means of severing connections between life, the Force, and feeding upon the death it causes. It cannot be taught. It can only be gained through instinct, through experiencing its effects firsthand. Yes, and he fed upon its destruction. It will sustain him for a time. Power? Do you think so? You would be wrong. There is no strength in the hunger he possesses, and the will behind his power is a primal thing, and it devours him as he devours others.
Yeah, now this is like
His mere
barely more than a wild
presence
animal,
all around him,
or
slowly
called properly.
feeding him. He is already dead. It is simply a question of how many he kills before he falls. Nothing is impossible with the Force. It is an energy that flows through all living things, and like energy, it may be harnessed, channeled, and consumed at times. It may even be a substance that can burn and ignite. Do not think of his power as one would a weapon, or one of your warships of the Republic. It is terrible, but it is still a subtle thing. The sect of assassins that chase you feed on the Force. What he does is simply the pinnacle of what they could achieve in time. And that is why they and their techniques must be wiped out. No one again must experience and learn what her master did. As much as one may use the Force to bolster the wills and strengths of others,
You know
the
so much,
reverse is
Kreia,
possible,
and
though not often used.
refuse to give me the
Instead
full
of sending
context on
one's will through
everything.
Connections in the Force. Instead, such connections are drawn upon, fed upon, and drained completely. Then you understand how terrible such a power is, and why it must be ended. It is an empty road to the dark side, and by traveling it, the price is death before one's time. He is a breach in the Force, capable of consuming the lives of those around him. Sometimes the touch is slow, as it is with his crew. It is not something he can direct or focus, much like hunger itself. He is more of a hole in the Force than a living thing. Force sensitives and worlds rich in the Force draw him. The Miraluka world was one such place.
As
That is
Visas
why
told
where
us.
the Jedi gather, Jedi will die. He will feel it, unless they mask their presence. But KotOR called out as a beacon to him, and he could not resist it.